Messy. Okay, we're live. Yeah, we're live. Where's the cat?
Live. Good afternoon, everyone. We're here with Dorothy and friends, and I'm Terry, and behind the camera is Michelle.
Adjusting the
Adjusting the
camera.
camera, yes.
There we go.
Today we're going to, I guess, in case nobody knows, we're going to introduce all the cats, maybe play with them a little bit, see what they do. So at the moment you don't see too many cats right now, right? So just hang on a second.
Oh, there's Crinkle. I see
Hang on a second.
Crinkle.
We'll see a few more after I start digging in his bag. There we go. It's like a catastrophe coming. Okay, so you're all here, eh? Okay, let's do this. Okay, hang on a sec. I gotta get them out of the bag. Give me a second. Oh, hey. Okay, so this is Orlando. This is Dose. Whoops, Dose, that's yours. This is Peggy Sue. This is Herbie. This is Elvira. This is Ruffles. It's Ruffles. There's Dorothy. There's Elvira. Okay, we're missing somebody.
You're missing.
Where's Luna the tuna?
Luna. Where did you find her?
No. Oh, I didn't get Shrinkle. Here's Crinkle. He didn't get his. That's Crinkle. I'll let him have it. Okay, we're missing somebody here.
Who's that behind you by the light? The light.
That's Dose.
Maybe she's in the bedroom. Where is she?
I thought she was there before. Maybe she's in the other room. Well, I don't have many left here, right? You guys are eating them all. So you want another one? Okay, here's another one for you. Another one? Here. Oh, Dorothy, there's another one for you. This is the only treat Dorothy ever eats. She doesn't eat anything else. She likes the dried chicken. Tried her, wouldn't touch Whiskas, doesn't like anything. That's the only one she likes. Here's one for you. Here, there's another for you. Okay, let me just check for 1 second. See where Luna. Oh, there she is. She's by the window on the box. She doesn't even care. Hey, I'm over here. Luna.
Yeah.
She's not coming today. She's sitting in her box looking out the window. So I have to save the rest of these for another day. Hey, Peggy Sue, what do you figure? Hey, I know you like them, but I don't have many left. What are we gonna do? I don't have enough for everybody. I have to go buy another bag. I didn't think you would be that hungry. Hey? Okay. Anyway, so you have any questions about either one of either of these cats? Feel free to leave it on the computer. And I should be able to answer all the questions. So if we go by age, we got Luna's at the back there by the window. She's 12. Dorothy, her birthday's next month. She's going to be 11. It's quite amazing because their kittens are going to be 10. That's quite amazing. And then we've got Herbie and Elvira are also 10. And the two twins.
Get off with the Jacques is on the computer.
The two twins.
Jacques, what did you just do?
Ruffles and Crinkles are.
He's messaging people in chat.
Are 8.
There we go.
And I believe Orlando's 8. Jacques, I think is also Jacques is older too. I think he's 9 or 10. And then the two younger ones, Dose and Peggy Sue, they're going to be 6. So there you go. That's the whole crew. I'm surprised Dorothy's just sitting here. I should have had a microphone. I could interview you right now, right? Jeez.
Well, I do have that microphone downstairs.
Hey, she's getting a white whisker now. She's showing her age a little bit, but she's still pretty frisky. She's still pretty frisky. They're all really good cats. They all get along good.
So the reason we are on YouTube today instead of Facebook is because of the Facebook algorithm. And Facebook is hiding our posts because of lack of comments. Not lack of comments. It's just the algorithm that goes weird with Facebook. So we're on YouTube, and we're hoping to be on YouTube more often. Just because you're going to be easily notified. So Facebook has been doing some weird things, even on my personal page, and it's just doing some weird things. So we're utilizing YouTube right now. So hopefully everyone can continue to join us on YouTube. And you got some excitement going on there. Who is that?
It's Ruffles.
Ruffles.
Orlando. Those. This is Jacques' favorite toy. He just loves it. So does Orlando. Actually, so does oh, you too, don't you? Ruffles, you like it, don't you? Hey, you like it, toy, don't you? How about this one? Double duck? How about a double duck? That one's brighter. No questions yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Okay.
They can just play. We're going.
I can give them a brief background on every cat if they want. Take me a while, but I can tell you where they all came from. So actually, somebody said that they thought all these cats were Dorothy's kittens.
No.
Which is obviously not true. None of them are her kittens.
No.
They're all from different walks of life. They just all happen to be black. That's all.
We got Dorothy on
the
chair. And
just use the pointer and point to them. Hey,
and
I think this is right there. This is Luna right here, isn't it?
where?
That's Luna right there.
Right here?
Right beside you.
No.
Isn't it?
That's Herbie. That's her. I can tell by his butt.
Well, she got up because she's not in the box anymore.
She's over there.
Here she
Luna.
You missed your goodies. You missed everything.
Yeah, you're missing everything.
You're the oldest. Get over here.
She's missing everything. Luna. Come here. I don't have anything for you.
Luna.
Does anyone have any questions? You can put them in the comments in the chat below, in the chat box. We're happy to answer all your questions. If you're just tuning in, we're on YouTube because of the Facebook algorithm has been doing some very weird stuff. So it's easier for us to be on YouTube at the moment. YouTube is hiding things and things are not getting seen. I couldn't even alert everybody. Usually on Facebook you could do at everyone and everyone will see it. They wouldn't even let me use that. I couldn't even find it today. So it's like, this is just too much of a headache. I can't sit and figure it out. Too much of a headache. So who do you got for a chair? You got anybody? Oh, there's Dorothy.
This is Orlando. Dorothy's on the chair. She's on the chair.
And I see Dose.
Yeah. Dose, yeah. Orlando. Jacques up here. Twinkle's over here. Hey, don't get pushy.
There's
That
Dorothy.
that wasn't nice.
She's getting.
No, she's no.
She's
I'm talking.
smacking
Yeah, I know, but
people.
I'm talking about Joffrey. Give poor Schminkle a shot there. I think Schminkle would chase it. Oh, he's just going crazy. He likes the wheel. That's his favorite toy, the wheel. Let him go. Whew. Hey, don't hit him again. Smarten up. Dorothy.
So one of the questions we get asked quite often is, how do you tell your cats apart? Terry,
Well,
how do you tell them apart?
sometimes it's very tricky. I think I did a thing the other day about the cat on the air conditioner, putting it on, and I thought it was Luna, and it was actually Dose. So I get fooled every now and then because some of them are the same size. It's hard to tell from the back on some of them, but you got to look at their face, and even sometimes the face. You make a mistake, but most of the time you can sort of tell. I mean, Dorothy's obvious, right? I mean, fluffy tail, fluffy hair, you know, and Crinkles has a white dot on his chest, and Jacques is like a bowling ball, a bowling pin. And Orlando's tall like Gumby. You can't miss him. It's hard to tell really between Ruffles and Dose because they're about the same size and the same shape. See right there, that's Luna, right? But sometimes that looks like Dose.
Yeah, Luna's really filled out
and
again.
Luna, yeah, she's really filled out. So
you can't see her.
They're all
off camera.
Oh,
the
and
only one who's on camera is.
Where's Elvira? She's the smallest of them all. Where is she?
Oh, she's tiny.
Yeah, she's really tiny, eh? So you can't miss her. She's right there. There she is by the fridge.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's right there. Yeah.
Elvira.
Elvira, come on, Elvira. Elvira.
Right here?
Yeah, right there. That's Elvira. Yeah. Come on, Elvira. Yeah, so it's most of the time we get it right, but one thing you got to do before you leave the house is just count them to make sure that nobody's like trapped somewhere, behind a door or something, or just got to make sure you check them all before you leave, just for peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to leave one stuck somewhere in the bathroom or something and you're gone for the day. So you always count them. And sometimes you can't find one. You get to 9, you get to a certain number. Okay, I can't find it. You're just looking and looking and looking, and they don't come out until you find them.
So is that Jacques right in front of you?
This is Jacques in front of me. He's got the dot. He's the dot guy. Oh, see, and then Orlando's the second dot guy, but he gets mad when you get too close to him.
And Dorothy's the third.
See, look at that. See, hey, don't do that. Play together. Well, you're
off camera.
You're new today.
Can't see that.
You're new today. Get over here. Orlando.
Jacques,
come
on, and don't hit the screen like you did before.
Orlando, you should be a nicer guy. Look up the door. Okay, right there, up the door. Go. There you go, up the door. Catch him. Good job. Come back. We only feed them twice a day. They get fed at 6 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock at night. And I don't leave food out because certain cats would eat it all. So they get their food and then that's it for the day. They get fresh water. You got to clean their litter boxes about 3 times a day. So it's a job. Hey, it's like a zoo, right? Like a zoo.
You guys gonna play?
Yeah, well, they're resting now. They're tired. He's tired already. You say, Jacques, you're not tired, eh? Don't get too close to that guy over there because he'll whack you. And you play with it over here. You don't get too close. Come this way.
So on the screen, I see Dorothy.
Yeah, she's on the chair.
And who's behind you there?
Where?
Right.
I think that's Luna.
And underneath your chair? Who's underneath your chair?
That's Ruffles. That's my lap cat. She's when I went to adopt her at Laps, I went to who was it? Alicia
Okay,
McLeod
we have a problem here.
had the kittens there, so I went,
Hey, you're not supposed to be on the computer.
and she was there. There was 4 boys plus her, and since I picked her up, I could tell there was a connection, and like she's a true lap cat. She lays on top of me all the time, licks my face. She's a true, right? Like a little jaguar. Ruffles. Right?
I can see Dorothy's white whisker
Yeah.
on the screen stand out. She's got one white whisker.
You got one white whisker, right? Right
Dorothy.
there, that big white whisker. If you had another one, it'd look okay. I can get some white out maybe and make another one for you. You got one white one. Yeah. Your birthday's what? In a couple of weeks, eh? October 6th? Gonna be 11. Wow.
So if anyone is just joining us right now, welcome. We're live with Dorothy and all her friends. We are streaming on YouTube today. And the reason behind that is because of the Facebook algorithm. We're having problems with the Facebook algorithm. Things are not being shown. Certain things are being hidden. So we thought we'd try YouTube. So if you're just here, give us hit the subscribe button so you can get notifications when we go live again. Because I think we're going to use YouTube more often. And yeah, Facebook has been quite. I don't know if anybody else is having problems with Facebook, but it's just been kind of weird lately. Like, you could post something and nobody sees it, and certain things like that. So we thought, well, YouTube will be a little bit better because it doesn't get hidden, and you'll get a notification if you hit the subscribe button. So who do we have there, Terry? Who's with playing the dots?
That's Ruffle for Truffle.
And we got Dorothy on the chair, and you've got Herbie. Is Herbie there?
No, Herbie is.
Where's Herbie?
He was in the bathroom before. I don't know if he's still in there. He's looking for food.
Of course he's looking for food.
I don't think he's in the bathroom. Hello, who's there? No, he's gone.
Somebody stole your chair.
Got my chair now? Boy, oh boy. Hey?
So, Terry, tell us the story about Dorothy.
Like the story?
Her adoption story.
Her adoption story.
Her adoption
okay,
story.
This is her adoption story. Okay, it's kind of sad, but this is actually what happened to her. She lived with this family, and she was just a little kitten, and they let her outside all the time, and they never got her spaded. So of course, you're taking a chance, right? So one day she came home and they found out that she was pregnant, and instead of looking after her, they booted her out of the house. So she was on her own for I don't know how many months or weeks or whatever, but she eventually, the neighbors next door left their window open, and she jumped through the window. And that happened to be the house where the cat named Tubby was the one who got Dorothy pregnant. And Tubby was a Maine Coon, beautiful Maine Coon cat, just gorgeous, big guy. So they kept the cat, they kept Dorothy. They knew she was pregnant. They kept her for as long as they could, and then for some reason, instead of taking her to a vet or to Laps or someplace like that, they put her on Craigslist, which I just found just totally absurd. So luckily, there was Dorothy's guardian angel named Shelley. I don't know why she was looking on Craigslist. I guess she did that to look for animals as well, and she found Dorothy, and went there and got her, and then she took her to Mountain View, and Dr. Ferguson looked after her, and she was just full of worms, like just full of worms.
Gross.
It was gross, man.
We've seen the pictures.
We've seen the pictures. It looked disgusting.
Oh.
It was terrible. So they gave her the medication and stuff, and then Shelley took her home, and from there, Shelley put her on the webcam, on her webcam. I hadn't seen all this. I didn't even know about this part yet until Michelle told me. And then she said there's this black cat that's going to have kittens and all that. So we started looking at it, and it was pretty interesting. You know, I couldn't believe all the people that were watching this all over the world, and just going, wow. So after the kittens were born, after Christmas in January, Shelley, we got on the webcam there, and she was saying that the cats are up for adoption. So, just as a joke, it was only a joke. I says to Michelle, I look at her, I go, we should adopt Dorothy and the two black kittens. And she goes, are you crazy? We already got, 3 cats. And I said, well, okay, fine then. So I didn't say I was joking. So a couple of days later, I'm eating supper, and she throws these papers on the table. And I goes, what's that? She goes, it's to adopt Dorothy. And I goes, no, I was only joking. We're not going to adopt Dorothy. She goes, yes, we are. We're going to adopt her. So I said, well, it's kind of late. I mean, the adoption's been going on for probably 2 weeks already. We don't really have much of a chance, I bet. Somebody's going to take her, right? So I said, okay, I'll put one in. We put one in. I had the 3 cats. We had 3 cats then. We had Darla, Luna, and Maggie. So off and on, I would watch the webcam with Shelley talking, and I missed the most important episode because it threw right off the whole thing. This episode that I missed was she was being interviewed by a reporter, female reporter, and she had asked Shelley, where is Dorothy going? And Shelley said right there, Dorothy's going to a home with 3 black cats named Luna, Maggie,
Did she say the names?
Yes, she said the names. And I missed that episode. So I caught the following episode, I guess, or the episode after that, where she was packing up the tiny suitcases. And she kept saying, Dorothy's going to a home in Langley with 2 black cats. And I'm looking at Michelle going, that's not us. We got 3 black cats. And she said it twice. And I go, well, it's not us. So I said, Michelle, I'll phone the next day and I'll find out, because that was the adoption day to come get the cats.
Or didn't you ask for the vet?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Sharon at the vet's house.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No. So then next day I phoned Laps, and I talked to a lady named Linda. And I said, can you tell me who adopted Dorothy? She goes, well, she was supposed to go to a nice lady in Florida, but they decided that she couldn't go because she was still fairly sick, and they didn't want to put her on a plane. And then she goes, after that, she goes, she was supposed to go to this little girl who had seen Dorothy at the school and all that, but they decided not to give Dorothy to this girl because she didn't have any other cats, right? And they wanted Dorothy to go to a home with other cats, which I could see because,
she is such a social butterfly.
Very social, but yeah. So anyways, Linda says to me, what's your name? I goes, Terry Klumchuk. And she goes, well, you're on top of the list. And I goes, well, what does that mean? She goes, you better get your butt down here and come get your cat. Well, okay. So that's how we got very lucky. I mean, it's just like it was either fate or whatever, but I mean, we were lucky to get her, and she's fit right in. Like I wouldn't say she's the matriarch because Luna is the matriarch, but she's pretty close to being. Well, she's kind of like a princess, She doesn't eat on the floor. She has to eat on a chair or on something high, and she won't sleep with the other cats. She sleeps by herself. So, but she's a really good cat. She's pretty entertaining.
Everybody's looking for you. Ready, go on.
And that's the story of Dorothy. So we have to always thank Shelley that for letting us adopt her, because she's a pretty good cat. I mean, I never thought, like, when we got her, she had short hair and a fluffy tail. I had no idea she was gonna like fluff out, right? About 3 months later, it looked like she came out of the dryer.
We have a question.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah, we have a question. Good. Thanks. Ask your question. Who sheds the most fur?
It's pretty well impossible.
I can tell you who I combed out the most.
Well, yeah, this one here because they were long hair, but I mean, when you sweep the floor after, there's lots of hair.
I would say Dorothy.
I would say, yeah, Dorothy probably because they were long hair. Yeah.
And previous to this, crafting for cats commented saying Facebook has been deleting photos from posts before I could approve them at a Facebook group I admin. It's just crazy. Facebook, like I can't even scheduling posts. It doesn't work. I don't know. There's something wrong here. Crazy. I'm having a love-hate relationship with Facebook. Even on my personal, I find I'm on Instagram more. So you've got, I saw Herbie. What happened to Herbie? Oh, he's
right there.
Oh.
Okay, Jock's over here. Orlando.
Anyone have any questions? You
Ruffles.
Can put them in the comments. We're happy to answer your questions. Who's on the top of the bed?
That's Ruffles.
Ruffles.
Yeah, that's the jaguar.
It's hard to see from here.
She looks like a jaguar. Her brother looks like a lion. Got a flat nose.
Who's the most needy? Who is the most? I can tell you who's the most loving.
Most needy. I'd say Luna.
Yeah, she's very needy.
Yeah, she's very vocal, very chatty.
Attention.
She likes the attention. She's always around.
This is the first time she's not talking.
When there's food, she's right there like a dirty shirt.
Herbie.
Yeah,
cut that out.
She likes the meow and stuff.
I've got Herbie behind me and he's growling. So.
All the rest are pretty good, but none of them are really that needy. Some of them you don't see for the whole day. Like they just go eat, go to sleep, and you don't see them for the whole day.
Yeah, and Orlando, oh my God.
Yeah. Like Dorothy, like she's like I'm not going to say she's antisocial, but she doesn't, like I said, she doesn't sleep with the other cats. She doesn't eat with them. She's like kind of on her own. But she gets along with them all. Like she's just this kind of personality.
So what did Dose do the other day?
Oh yeah, Dose. When I feed the cats, I have to go in the bathroom and close the door like that. I have to go in myself with all the plates, and I put them all the food on the plates, and they're all meowing at the door. And so when I open the door, I just open it part way, and I call for Luna. Oh, sorry. and they call for Luna. I call for Luna, so she comes and squeezes through the door. And Herbie sits there and he won't move until I push him away because he thinks he's going in there with Luna. So I open the door a bit more and I have to push him away. And then I've got all the plates in my hand, and I give usually Peggy Sue's up here. There's Ruffles over there or on the table. She's on a little. Dorothy's on the desk, and all the rest go in the corner over here. All the rest of there's about 6 of them, and they all eat together in a circle. And then when they finish eating, Herbie comes back to the door and he sits and waits until I open it again, so we can get the scraps left over from Luna. So yeah.
I talk about Dose and the
flour. Yeah, well, I'll get to that. So anyways, when I finish feeding them, I always leave the can of cat food on the shelf, and I forget about it sometimes, And so the other day, Dose got on top of the toilet and was stretching out, and she slipped in the toilet. She got the can somehow because I found the lid on the ground. But I had to buy a new lid. I had a can with a really hard lid on it. And do you think I can find that can to this day? I don't know what they did with the can. The food's probably rotten by now, but I can't find the can. So I had to buy a new lid. It's a real rubber lid. So yeah, sometimes I forget to take it out, and I have to. I hear the can fall on the ground, so I run in there to grab it because they'll open it. They're not stupid. They know how to open stuff. Peggy Sue can open up the air fryer, so they can do anything.
Talking about saying is when Dose got flour on her neck.
Oh.
And she got into flour the other day. Oh. Okay, we have another question. I won't tell them, but do either of you have favorites?
Nope. I'll tell you, my favorite cat was my.
One who behaves.
I love these guys all the same, but my favorite cat was my very first cat when I was a little kid. I had a cat for 25 years named Tinkerbell. That was my favorite. I like these. I like these all the same. There's no favorites. They've all got their unique personalities and traits. But I don't favor one over the other. Some of them might come to you more than the other, but Ruffles, like she's always lays on top of me. But a lot of them lay on top of me or lay on top of Michelle. Like Elvira was the most difficult of all of them. She when we got her, it took like 4 or 5 years before she finally came around to letting you touch her and stuff. She was just so, I don't know if she was abused or what, but
She's very timid.
she was so timid. You couldn't go anywhere near her. She'd climb the walls if you came towards her and run over your back. And but slowly I was able to get her confidence. I kind of petted her and then I kind of gave her a kiss on the head. And now she comes to me all the time. Like she'll lay on my leg. She'll walk beside me. She'll get beside me. So she's not afraid anymore. But it took a long time for her to come around. So yeah, but they're all, we like them all the same. No favorites. Everybody thinks Dorothy's the favorite, but no, she's the same as everybody else. We don't treat her any different. It's her web page obviously, but we don't treat her any different. She's the same as the rest of them.
Another question. Who's the most food motivated?
This guy right here. Can't you tell? He looks like a bowling ball. This is Jacques. You cannot leave food out with Jacques because he goes to it's like a vacuum cleaner. It sucks one, sucks the other. So that's why I don't leave food out, because I'm trying to get him to lose weight. I'm only feeding him twice a day, but I don't know. He must have a hidden stash somewhere, because yeah, he's the best. And Herbie is too. Herbie likes his food. He's always looking for extra
What
food.
does Herbie do every morning?
What does he do?
He waits.
Yeah, I know. I said that. He waits by the door for the extra food. But this guy's the worst. He's just terrible. Like, he's constantly wants to eat. So the rest, some of them, they get their food and they're happy. They don't look for other food. But Jacques Cola here, Jockey Hockey, laying down now because.
I can maybe hold on here.
Hey Jacques, love your food.
Hold on, let me adjust the kidney. Whoa.
And of course, Dorothy.
Look at him. He's got a Buddha belly.
He's like a bowling ball. But I only feed him twice a day, so he's obviously got a shaft. I don't know. I just give him a couple. He's got exercise. He goes on the wheel, but he just sits on it. I'll bring the wheel out next time. He's just. I give him exercise with the dog. He likes the dog. He loves the dog. He'll chase that for hours if you let him. But it's the same with Dorothy. She'll eat, and then Orlando comes and pushes her away and eats her food. So it's funny now. The last couple of months, when I walk to the bathroom, she comes running like anything, and she skids into the bathroom and then jumps on the vanity, and I give her some food. She does that at least 3 times a day now. It's a little extra food because these other guys, right? You're bad for that too, Orlando. No, you're quiet now. See, yeah, Yeah. You and Jacques, you're the 2 biggest guys, right? Yeah.
Okay, I got to go downstairs. So
Okay.
keep away. Do some
Okay.
activities, but when I come
what
back
else
and
can I
answer
say?
questions.
I could tell you like. I could talk about each cat. I could say that where we got the first cat we got here is Luna, and we used to live on Fraser Highway next to a gas station in a heritage building, and there was cabins next door. And Luna was a little kitten, and this guy had her. He brought her home from his sister. Couldn't keep it because she had allergies. So it was only about 6 months old, Luna. So he brought her home, and we lived right behind the ravine, and there was the Fraser Highway was only about 100 feet in front of the cabin. And he would bring the cat in the house, and I was going like, what are you doing? I mean, this cat, you leave it outside, it's going to get killed like instantly, right? I mean, there's coyotes, there's raccoons, there's cars. So right before the weekend, he went away with his daughter, and he left the cat with one of the neighbors in the cabin, this little girl. So I was working in the gas station, and she comes into the gas station with the cat in a carrier, and I says, "How come you got Luna?" She goes, "Well, they went away for the weekend, and I'm looking after it." He says, "But I can't bring it in the house." And I goes, "Why not?" She goes, "Because my mother said I can't bring it in because we have a dog." So I says, "Okay." So I said to her, "Well,
Can we hold this conversation? Can you do me a favor and go in the room and get the invoice book by the desk? Sorry, everybody. I'm disorganized. The middle book? Yeah, thank you. All right, we're back. Back with Terry.
yeah, but I can't remember what I was talking about now. No, I think it was Luna. Yeah. So anyway, I said to her, "Give me a Luna, and I'll put her in." Like we lived in the top half of this heritage building. Below was two commercial spaces, and Michelle had a flower shop. So I said, "I'll put her in there for the weekend. We'll look after her." And so I fed her, gave her she had cat litter, water. We played with her every day there for a couple of days, and then I said to Michelle, "When this guy comes back, I'm going to ask him if he wants this cat or not. I know he's going to say no, so we'll take it off his hands. I'm not going to tell him I'm keeping it. I'm just going to say that we'll find it a home." So he came back on a Sunday, and I cornered him outside. I says, "Come here for a second." I says, "I got your cat here." I says, "Do you want this cat or not?" He says, "No, not really." I says, "Okay, I'll find it a home." But I never told him I kept it. And she's 12 years old now, and she probably wouldn't have lived to be 12 years old if she would have stayed with him or whatever, right? So and she's got the most personality out of all the cats. Like she's a real ham. So we feel very lucky that we got her. So uh, that's the first one. Of course, I gave you Dorothy's story. After that, we got Herbie and Elvira. We got them together from Laps in Langley, and Elvira had been brought back. She was actually had been adopted, and the lady brought her back because she was so timid. She wouldn't come from under the bed, and when her came over, the cat would never come out. So I guess she got fed up, and so she brought it back to Laps. So the lady that worked there said, you might have, a little bit of problems with her because of her, the way she. I said, well, we'll see. I said, we'll just see. I'll see what it's like. So I brought them both home, and Herbie was good from the beginning, but like I said, Elvira was. It took about 6 or 7 months before she would even come anywhere near you, right? She would always be hiding in the under the bed or somewhere, right? So eventually, like I said, they both turned pretty good, and they know each other too. It's funny, when they get close to each other, they like Herbie licks Elvira's head all the time. So they know each other because they were together, right, in the shelter, I guess. I don't know, but they seem to know each other, right? They get along pretty good. So then after that, uh, we got who was it? I think it was at the Kitten Palooza. That was in June of 2015. I got the two twins. Well, I call them twins, but they're brother sister. That's only brother sister. They're Ruffles and Orlando. I mean Crinkles. He's underneath the table there with the white spot. He's got the white spot. So they were brother sister. So when I went to Laps, I was looking for this cat named Kramer. He was black and he was up for adoption. I was specifically looking for him, and I started walking around. I couldn't find him for a second, and Michelle says, "Come over here for a second. There's some black cats here." So I went there, and a nice lady named Alicia McLeod had these little 4-week-old black kittens. So of course I started looking at him, and I picked up Ruffles, and I felt the connection. So I said to her, which of these other four boys gets along with her? She, without hesitation, she said Crinkles. So, so I went to adopt them. I went put my name in to adopt them, but I couldn't take them right away. I had to wait till they were 8 weeks old. So I leave there. As I'm driving home, I go, Michelle, you know what? We forgot about Creamer. I was so ticked off, but we found out that this lady who actually had adopted two of Dorothy's kittens, she adopted him. So I said, good, because she went to a good home. He went to a good home. So I was pretty happy about that. So these two are a couple of they're a real couple of characters. Like I said, Crinkles. I have one of those big wheels. I'll bring it out next time. It's like a tractor wheel, like a hamster wheel, but it's the size of a tractor wheel. Well, he's the king of that wheel. He's amazing on that wheel. He just goes every day, and he lost over a kilogram of weight on that wheel. He used to be flabby. Now his rear end is rock solid.
Whoa, who is on the computer?
I don't know. I can't see from here. Who is that? Josh? Orlando? Who is it?
If anybody's getting some weird chat, Ghost is on the computer.
Okay.
Oh, no, she just put 0 in there. We're still live, so we're good.
So that's Crinkles and Ruffles' story. And then after that, Maggie passed away. We had Maggie. We adopted her. Well, she was a stray, so we just adopted her. She was a stray, but she was already about 11 years old, and she already had advanced kidney disease. So Dr. Ferguson said, if you feed her okay, she'll last
you
about,
got to go down there.
she'll last about 2.5 years, and she did. She lasted 2.5 years. So after she passed away, we went to Laps, and lo and behold, we bumped into Daniela and Suzanne. They said, come on over here. I got something to show you. So she takes us on the side there, and there's a cat it's in quarantine right now.
Dorothy, don't you try. She's jumping on the computer.
And she goes, this cat's name is Orlando.
Oh, straight there. Go that way.
So they let us see him, and we kind of fell in love with him. So there he is right here. So we adopted him, and he's been a real character. I call him Gumby because he's so long. He's just, when he lays down, he doesn't lay. He has to go like this to cross his paws to lay down because his arms are so long. It's funny, right? So he's a good cat. So then after that, a year later, Darla passed away, and we went back to Laps for the grand opening of the Oasis that was built. And this is where we got to meet a nice lady named Linda Borden, who turned around. We were sitting there. She turned around. She goes, "Have I got a cat?" And I go, "Oh no, do you?" So she was down at Laps in Abbotsford. So we went there, and Jacques was only a little kitten. He was really skinny. Now look at him. Well, we saw him, and so okay, we adopted him. Then about a year later or so, went there again. Linda Borden's there. She says, "Come here, I want to show you something." And there, of course, was Peggy Sue. So we got Peggy Sue. And then a few months after that, we went back there again to get cat food. And Linda Borden says, "Come here, I got something for you." And there was Dose. So, well, okay, might as well. So we took Dose as well. So that's how we got them all. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you, Linda. Now we haven't seen Linda since then because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I surely would like to see her and give her a hug and thank her for for all she did with these nice cats and everything. So hopefully one day I'll run into her again. Yeah.
Any more questions? Let's just see here.
They're all chilling. Jacques,
They're all chilling.
Orlando's chilling on the chair. Ruffles is even washing herself. Crinkles is hiding under the blanket here.
Crinkles, really?
Yeah, he's under the blanket sitting there. Dorothy's beside you on the table. Somebody's on the trampoline there. I think it's Luna. Behind you is Elvira, I think. I think that's
No, Luna's right here.
Oh, that's Luna?
Yeah,
Oh, who
that's
is that?
Luna. That's Dorothy. I can't tell. Oh, that's
Herbie.
Joe.
That's Herbie. That's Herbie.
Herbie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is too.
Yeah. So.
Have you ever changed a cat's name?
No.
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 God, they won't listen if you change their name.
Well, the only one that truly knows her name is Luna. Luna knows her name. You can call her anywhere, she'll come running. But Dorothy, there's some of them. Dose, you can sit in front of Dose. Go, Dose. She doesn't.
They sit and look at you.
She doesn't come to you. She doesn't know her name. Elvira knows her name.
I don't know why it's Luna so quiet today.
But
Luna.
all the names that were given to them, the only out of all the cats, the only one we gave a name to was Maggie, because we found her as a stray. We didn't know her name, so I took her to Margaret Henderson at Mountain View, and since her name was Margaret and my mother's name was Margaret, I decided to name her Maggie. It fit perfectly. She was a Maggie, when my mom came out here, that cat Maggie got attached to her so much. Like my mother even said to me, "Out of all your cats, I like all your cats, but Maggie's my favorite." That's the only cat we gave a name to. I mean, all their names fit them anyways, you know. I wouldn't change them for anything, you know. I mean, Dorothy's actual name was Smudge.
Yes.
That was her real name, but when she got adopted there, they gave her all the cats the Wizard of Oz theme, so she became Dorothy. So, but her real name is Smudge. And of course, I like Dorothy better. Dorothy's better. Smudge is okay, but yeah. So they all got their real names. I have nicknames for all of them, like Luna. I call her Luna the Tuna, or Lunatic, or what else do I call her? Looney Tunes. Dorothy's Dorothy Porthy, or Hottie Dottie. Elvira's Elvira. Well, it's a song. You sing Elvira. That's you can't say nothing else about her. Herbie's Hermes, or Herbie the Love Bug, right?
Yeah. His actual name was Hermes.
Hermes. Yeah.
Hermes. Yeah, like the designer.
Yeah. So Herbie the Love Bug. He's Herbie. Herbie the Whirling Derby. I give him that as well. And then Ruffles is Ruffles Truffles. Crinkle is Schminkle. I gave him the nickname Schminkle. Jacques is Jockey Hockey, or Jacola. Orlando is Orlando Fernando. Peggy Sue is Peggy Sue, yeah. Because of the song Peggy Sue, I don't have to change it. And then Dose is, I call her Dosey Do. That's Dosey Do. Yeah.
Orlando is just Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom, or Orlando Fernando. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all quiet today. What's going on?
You have to get the dot out. Get the dot out.
I got the dot.
You got the dot?
I got the dot.
Are they?
They're resting. I don't know if Jacques would get up if he saw the guy. He's kind of resting. Oh, he's ready to go again.
There you go.
There you go. They're all resting.
Who's on the chair there?
That's Orlando.
What is it?
Here, Ruffles loves the dot too. She's not a wheel person, but she's a dot. Her brother's the wheel person. He loves the wheel. He's not much of a dot guy, but Winston loves the dot. Yeah, he loves the dot. Yeah, okay. That a girl. Look at that. You're good. Like you're on skates, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Shot to the head. Hey, Orlando's, there goes Orlando.
Mm.
You're pretty good. Yeah, you're pretty good, eh? Yeah, you like that dog, don't you? Yeah, you're good. Look at Jock. He's getting ready. There he comes. There comes Jock. There he goes. He waddles around, but he gets there. Look at him. There you go. Jacques Cousteau, that's another name. Jacques Cousteau. He's got a little toy named Cousteau. So I call him Jacques, and his toy's name's Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau. But I can't find your toy. Where's your toy? He's red. Where is he? Where's Cousteau? Jacques. Where's Cousteau? You don't know where Cousteau is, do you? He's hiding. I don't know if any of you remember when my mom was here, all the pranks we pulled on her. I'll make that another day. If anybody's listening, if they remember those stories about not telling her. Well, I told her we had this many, and we actually didn't have that many, and she never found out for like 6 months. They're all in front of her, and she never counted them. I got a lot of good stories from that. I had people laughing every day. I was laughing. I mean, I just couldn't. I felt bad for my mom because I wasn't trying to tease her. I just wanted to see if she would figure it out. But when you say you've got this many and they're all the same color, you're not going to look to see if there's more or less, right? You just think there's that many there.
Yeah.
Some days I just couldn't believe she didn't see it. Any more questions?
No more questions.
So what time is it now?
It is
an hour?
1:53.
Okay, so 2:00 we'll cut her off.
Yeah, we'll finish it. Yeah.
Finish it too, and
we'll finish it too.
We'll pick it up
again. This is our first one, so I wasn't expecting.
One.
I wasn't expecting too much as it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do sorry. Hit the wrong button. So we have 10 black cats. You have to say it really quiet because it's a top secret. So we're happy to answer all your questions. Oh my gosh. So who that's Jacques.
That's Jacques.
That's funny, right?
Very funny, yeah.
That's just...
See, look how white he is.
I know
he's like a bowling ball.
And is that Crinkle behind you?
Looks like a turkey.
You can tell Crinkle by the way he's walking.
Crinkle.
Yeah.
That's Crinkle, yeah. It's the white dog guy.
He's looking for...
He drinks water. He puts his paw in there and drinks with his paw.
Yeah, too bad you can't get him on.
Yeah. That's how he drinks his water. He sticks his paw in the water and licks his paw. What else? Yeah, these cats are all indoor cats. They don't go outside at all. I used to have when we lived at the other place. I made a big huge. We had a flat roof on one side, so I made a big huge cage out of 2x4s and chicken wire. It was about 20 by 10, and they'd go out this little window, and boy, they just loved it. As soon as you open that window, they'd all go flying out there, and they just loved it. And they were off the ground, so no animals could get to them. I had a tarp over top, so owls or eagles couldn't really see them. So yeah, they loved it out there.
Crafting for cats. I started watching Tiny Kittens when Dorothy was pregnant. Hers was the first birthing I watched. Yeah,
those were, I got to say, those were very beautiful kittens because of the fact that he had two Maine Coons, and Tubby had just like his markings on his body were just, all those tabbies, the 4 tabbies they're all beautiful like markings on them, and even the 2 black ones were nice, had nice coats as well. And I think it was Nico. Nico was a splitting image of Dorothy from the head up. If you saw his head, you thought it was Dorothy because he was just a splitting image. But if you showed the whole body, you would know right away it's him because he was a big cat. But just the face was wow. And the other black one had a more chiseled face like the father. But they were all beautiful coats, beautiful cats. There's only 3 left though out of 6. They're all going to be 10 years old. Wow, 10 years old in November.
Dorothy, have you only ever had black cats?
Yes.
Yes.
You had a white.
I've had as a child. I had a white one and a tabby. I had a white one called Chevy and a tabby. But ever since we had Dorothy, everything has been black.
No, ever since we had Omar.
Omar, yes.
There was Omar.
Omar was our very
Omar,
first black
Darla,
cat.
And Maggie before all these came about.
Yeah.
And as for myself, I had a black cat named Tinkerbell, and my mother had in the house she had 2 cats, a Persian, a white Persian, and a calico. cat as well. So yeah, but I've black cats for some. I just love black cats. I mean,
we stick with the theme
yeah.
for a reason.
I know they're the last to be adopted and the first to be euthanized, which I don't understand because black cats have great personalities. I don't get this, this witchcraft and all that stuff. I don't understand why that is, but I love all cats, but black ones, there's something about them. They're just this mystique and this panther-like, the way they are. But I love all cats. I would never turn a cat away if it showed up on my doorstep.
Katie says just to confuse your parents and visitors.
Yes.
That's a big yes.
Well, I'll get to that story next time. About my mother.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's a funny story. You guys are going to laugh. I had so many people in stitches. This lasted for 6 months. My mother was here for 6 months, 7 months, and I had to tell her on my birthday. You'll laugh. It's all these different stories. I couldn't stop laughing to myself, and I swore she should have gotten it way earlier, but she wasn't paying attention. Because if I tell you that I've got this many, and I don't, and they're all the same color, you're not going to look. You're just going to go, okay. You're not going to count them, right? Because you see, okay. If there was a different colored one, you might go, okay, that one. But they're all the same color, so it threw my dad off. My dad didn't even know.
My parents still don't know.
Yeah.
They have no clue. Absolutely no clue. They just see one and they think they're seeing. They think they're seeing the same one.
When people ask, we always go 5 times 2.
Or we do a math equation.
5 times 2. You figure it out. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we had a hard time getting him from the other place to this place without anybody noticing. It was pretty hard to move him that fast in the car. You put him in their carrier and get them here, but we did it. Yeah. Hey, what do you think there, buddy? Hey, what do you think there, Mr. Schminkle? Hey, look at you're just solid behind you because of all your exercising. Hey, you're the wheel guy. Hey, you showed everybody how to use it. Hey, everybody's using it now. You got, I think Luna uses it. Dorothy's really good on it. She just flies. She goes so fast, she flies off that wheel.
And we have videos on YouTube.
Yeah, and Herbie goes on it sometimes, and Peggy Sue's on it. But Schminkle's the master. He's the master of the wheel. He's just amazing. He gets on that wheel. He'll sit there and he'll meow till you come and look at him, and then he goes on and you pet him and he's all happy. He's all excited, and he goes again. He'll give you a high five sometimes.
You're so welcome, Katie. Yeah. I'm just answering her chat question. Oh, and they love it. The bunk beds are IKEA doll beds.
Yeah, we glued 2 of them together so they don't fall apart. But they sleep on them all the time. Yeah, they love the bunk beds.
And boxes.
And boxes. They love boxes. They'll sleep in a box no matter what. They all got to fight for a box. And I got these little tiny beds. They'll sleep in those.
How many sleep with you at night? Well.
How do they sleep with you?
5. 4 to 5. And Orlando sleeps at my head with his paw on my head, or he puts his paw over my eyes, and he has now been stealing the pillow where he needs the entire pillow. And then and then there's who else comes up on the bed? We have Jacques
and what's his
Herbie.
Name? Herbie, yeah.
Herbie, and Herbie sleeps on top of you. And if you've heard him earlier, he growls. He is normally not a very touchy-feely guy, but at night when he sleeps on top of you, he sticks to you like glue or Velcro. And then
with you.
Yeah.
And who else?
Yeah. 5. Yeah.
And this is Dose.
And she leaves.
So when I lay on the couch, she always comes, no matter what. She'll come and lay on top of me, She'll stretch out and she'll put her paw and she'll go like this.
When you're watching TV.
Down my face, and I'm watching TV, and she'll put their paw down my face like that, and it does it a few times. And her nail gets so I got to put her paws down, and then she stretches out and she just sleeps. She's always on top of me. And then if there's room, Elvira will come and lay on my legs, and that's So I got both of them, and sometimes if I lay on the couch like this, against the couch, Peggy Sue comes and she'll lay right like that on my arm and sleep. Dorothy never sleeps on anybody. Only once she slept on me. She laid on top of me, but that's only once in 10 years. Who else? Sleep on top of me sometimes. So does Luna. Jacques won't. He's never slept on top of me. Dose never sleeps. Or you? Does she sleep on top of me?
Who?
Dose.
No.
She's by herself. She's like Dorothy. She sleeps by herself. And Crinkles will come up on top. He'll sleep sometimes on top. And he always comes up when I'm watching TV and he puts his paws on the couch and he wants to be petted. So I start petting him, and then if Ruffles is laying on top of me, they'll turn to her and they'll start licking crazy because they know who they are, right? They just go crazy.
Yeah, so, when you're watching TV, it's different than when you're sleeping.
Right. Yeah, totally different.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, it's been 1 hour and 1 minute and 10 seconds. Last call for questions. Does anybody have any more last minute questions? And then we're going to end it. We'll see you next time. We have had, we haven't had, we have been, we're streaming live on Facebook, I can't speak today. We went to YouTube because we were having problems with the Facebook algorithm. That is why we switched to YouTube. Things are getting hidden on Facebook. Other people have been saying that the posts have been deleting. We have been finding problems posting videos and posting pictures, and like disappear into thin air. After you write stuff up, all of a sudden it just like disappears into thin air. So we thought maybe YouTube would be a little bit better, especially for videos, then we don't have to upload them because that's a process too, because of our location. It'd probably be just as easier just to stream live and then everything is here. So yeah, the uploading is another issue we have because of our rural location. Well, I'm glad you liked our stream. We, I think this is our first time doing YouTube, right? Yeah. We have been usually on Facebook, but Facebook's doing really weird things, like very strange things. So I don't know. And we thought it might be easier to use YouTube at this time. All right. Okay. Any other questions? And we'll end the stream. Okay.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night. It's 2 o'clock.
Say good afternoon, everybody. Fernando. Jack. Hey.
I'm in the process of friending some adorable black feral kittens. Ooh. Have fun.
Where do you live?
Don't say that. Cats end up on our doorstep. Just kidding. We only had one.
Yeah, we're lucky we only had one.
Yeah, that did that. Or no, Luna. Luna too. She just like her Luna.
Well, you could say Omar. Yeah. You could say Omar.
Omar did too. Yeah. Here, watch our cat.
Yeah.
And let's just disappear into thin air.
That's another story in itself, Omar.
Yeah.
Omar and Darla. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. I really want one of them, but can't promise a home for live due to my age. Oh, that's sad. All right. Last call for questions, and then we're ending the live stream, and we will see you next time. If anyone has any questions, like I said, Yeah, very sad. What was I going to say? I'm not sure if we're going to, how we can, yeah, if you hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notification when we're live. That is one way, and we'll also post it gets on Facebook, but I don't know how many people came over from Facebook, but, well, we're live here anyhow, so eventually people will get used to us being live on YouTube. So, all right. Have a good rest of your afternoon and see you everybody. See you next time. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so you get notifications and when we're live again. But we will also be, like I said, we will also be posting it on Facebook. So people get, I don't know if they're getting the notifications or not because it doesn't seem like anybody responding. I don't know. I tried to do a highlight of it and it didn't work. So that's why we are on YouTube. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
See you next time.